Alright, so if you watch one of my very first videos that I ever had, you can see that the steering wheel is just completely trashed with, I don't know what the guy did. And I talked about replacing it for 10 years, and I never did. But you can see I have a really good condition. This is used, but man, it's almost in like new condition here. Steering wheel, so I'll clean this up. But you can see it's got the M stitching on it, so it is authentic. And then here's the centerpiece. Now the centerpiece, you can see where it's got the wear on here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna wrap this real quick, and before I put it on, because the one that I have is trashed, but I can sand that up and I can wrap that one too. But yeah, a little bit of defects on the actual panel itself. So then when I take the old steering wheel off, I'm going to clean up the, let's take a look at it here. Let me just stop talking about it. Like I said, a lot of words about this, but I'm going to clean up the stalks. You can see it just gets grease and grime over the years. It's not even years, it's within a week of driving it. You can see, you just scrape that off, it just kind of comes off. But all this right here, see, I don't know, I'm having a really hard time because that's like super rough. And it's been like that. Same thing with this. Super rough. And I'm trying to figure out how that even managed to happen like that. So, I mean, definitely got to be replaced. And I'm going to clean all the buttons up. And to be honest with you, I might pick up a set of this blue M button and blue start button for the guy, just because I've been wanting to do it. Because here's the thing, if the guy doesn't come through, this is all the stuff that I've wanted to do anyway. So why not, right? I mean, it's all the stuff I've been talking about. So let's get to it. Here is the steering wheel surround piece. So I did a little sanding, knock it down a little bit. Just to make it nice and smooth. This one I might have to work on it because whatever like coating this is, it kind of comes up. But here's the CF we're going to use. Kind of like obviously this is a sticker and not the actual vinyl, but I'm going to put that on there and see how it comes out. All right, so let's do this. Got the carbon fiber wrap piece done. I don't know if I like it right yet because you can see it doesn't want to stick the greatest. Not 1000% happy with it, but I think it looks great when it's on the wheel like that. So I think I'm going to go with it. We'll see. If it starts laminating and peeling off, then I'll just, because I think what it is that there's a coating on here that kind of wears off. That's what I was sanding off. And that coating is kind of rubberized, and vinyl might not stick to the rubberization pretty well. So, or it just could be just older vinyl that I have that might not stick that well. But overall, it looks okay. Yeah, it's right here. So a little bit of indentation there, but won't know until we actually have it in there. Usually, typically in the sun, it would adhere a little bit better. So, all right, but I think we're ready to take the old steering wheel off. Now, these holes right here, I'm hoping are for the paddles, because not all steering wheels are created equal. I have the paddle shifters on mine. A manual does not. So the first thing that we have to do before we take off the steering wheel is we have to remove the battery. So we have to access the battery right here by removing this thing, which goes over this. It kind of snaps in right here. And then we have to remove this brace. Actually, I probably don't even have to remove the brace. We're just going to take this off right here, the negative cable. So it's a 10 millimeter. So we go like that. Should fit right on there. And then take it off like that. Nice and loose. It doesn't really come all the way out. I mean, it probably can, but it doesn't need to. And then we just remove that like that. And there we go, we are disconnected. So you don't have to remove the positive terminal. We open up the door, no lights come on in the dash. no eye dry system happens. Better to put this in here. Nothing happens. So we are completely powered down. This might have a slight little bit of charge in it, so we still need to be careful. We got the airbag off here. It's relatively simple. Now, let me explain something that I had a problem. Everybody says, oh, you got to put the screwdriver through the 2 slits. All right. Now, you can see right here, I've put the screwdriver through, and you got to put it through there, and you got to hit this little lever right here and make this move over like that, right? So, I mean, I watched a video that was relatively simple, but it took me 20 minutes to try to find, see that right there? So you got to go like that. So just push up at, I'm going to say a 10 o'clock position and move that, and it just pops right out. The thing is my slits were not cut. They said they should be pre-cut slits. Mine were not. So it was bugging the crap out of me because I'm like, where's it at? Where's it at? I can't find it. Then finally somebody said, hey, mine aren't pre-cut. And this is on an M3 forum. And one guy said, yeah, just feel around for an indentation, which I did because I saw it on this side. I could not see it on this side. So once I found it on this side, I just felt around for it, and I was like, okay, there it is. Shove a screwdriver in there, it pops it real quick, and you can pull it off. So really super simple. So now I'm going to finish the rest of this and get this thing going. So you can see we got this out of here. Basically, it's a Torx bit. Let me see which one. There's 3 screws on the back. One right here where my finger is. 2 over here, 1 down here. You can see the hole for it right here, the Torx bits. All right, and then 1 right here, and it is a T20. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but of course it's not going to zoom in for me. But T20, and then once you get that off, you got 2 more T20s right here. This one. And then another one right here on that one. Either one. I can't remember which one you take off, but yes, it's the top one because this one goes in the bottom there. And then basically that's it. And you just kind of pull off the wire loom that's kind of weaved in here to the back, like this, and you're good to go. All right. Next stop. All right, so now we've undid the wiring. What did I do with it? Here it is. So we've undid the wiring. You just got to pull the plugs out of here for the DCT paddles, and then this just comes right on out. So I bought the blue M button. So I'm gonna pull this apart and replace this just so it looks pretty, updated and something a little bit more sportier and cooler. But now we have these Torx bits right here. So I've already started undoing it, and that will pull out the paddle along with the wire. So I'm gonna say that you see how these, it looks like that they cut these out. This is a factory steering wheel. If you don't have the cutout for the DCT, I'm pretty sure that you can add it in. If not, be sure you buy a steering wheel with the DCT cutouts, okay? So just I remember I bought mine like that. Just be wary of that, okay? All right. Okay, guys, so for the center steering wheel thing right there, uses a 16 millimeter socket. So let's get it off. So once you have the bolt removed, you can see the spline right here. And it's pretty cool because I remember on my 95, you see those 2 lines right there? You have, let me grab this little screwdriver to point to it because it makes your job a little easier. My 95 did not have this. There's a line right here, and then there's a line right here. They need to line up with each other. So just for a heads up, make your job a little easier. So, okay, let's pull this off. Okay, you can see we got the steering wheel off. It literally just pulls off with zero ease. Make sure you don't, do anything to damage this because it won't go back on that easy. But now we're going to clean up a lot of the stalks and everything else. Since the steering wheel's off, it's a little easier to get everything clean. Alright, so the new steering wheel is in. Now we'll just take the 16mm nut, screw it in. You can see the points are lined up right here. And, whoops, dropped it. Now we'll just screw that back in there just like that, and we'll go ahead and give it a little tighten up. But cleaned everything up, all the stocks, all the paddles, all the buttons and everything else, and everything looks pretty good. So all right, let's put this thing back together. All right guys, there we go, man. This is the BMW 2008 M3 steering wheel install with just a little slight wrap around the centerpiece. I think it looks great actually, so nice. It's good to have a nice decent wheel here. So there's you know, like I said, a very slight nick right over here, but you know, that's not a big issue. But overall, the steering wheel looks great. So so just a total time of this, you know, some people are saying an hour and a half, some people are saying 3 hours. This is roughly, I mean, 30 minutes of work, maybe 45 minutes at best. So it's fairly easy to do. I'll clean up this M emblem right here a little bit, just kind of wipe that off, and just like that. There we go. And like I said, they're going to replace its airbag anyway for me for free, because it's a part of the recall for this car. So, and all the ones, but yeah, there we go. Brand new. Out with the old, in with the new.